And then the other one is go to school. Again, wait before you come for my head. Let me explain. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria Makoboshanik, the creator of the Be Smart Budget, your sister in budgeting, and of course the self-appointed personal finance activist. Please note, guys, all opinions shared on this channel is not financial advice. If you are seeking for financial advice, do speak to someone who's certified and registered with the FSCA. So guys, in today's video, I want to talk about the worst financial advice I have heard on the internet. And guys, I want you to be careful of what financial advice you take from the internet. Yes, you can go through the videos, but test everything out for yourself. Don't start doing things. You need to measure out which one is going to work for you or which tips are going to work for you. Do not just dive into it and say, this is low and I fit here, So worst financial advice I've heard is all debt is bad and avoid debt at all cost. Okay, wait, before you come for my head, let me explain. Okay, so some debts are necessary and debt can be used as a tool. Whether you are a businessman or you are an individual getting into school, as long as you're using it to empower yourself, because debt is a tool, remember. So if you are using it to empower yourself, then it is not all that bad. And if you are able to maintain it and are disciplined enough to make sure that it is paid, you are paying off your debt well. So I hear a lot of people say, no, it is bad. But you must know there is bad debt and there is good debt. You know that those credit store, those food debt and all of that is bad debt. Good debt is if you are taking the student loan, if you are paying, you have a bond on a house, that's an appreciating asset. So it is a good debt. For as long as the debt is used to acquire an asset, then it is good debt, And then the second one is credit cards are bad. Credit cards are bad. How are you going to build credit without a credit? And I always say that a credit card is the best tool to build a credit score or a credit history, because it is one debt that you can maintain. It is one tool that you can, and a credit card is one financial instrument that you can actually maintain yourself, have control over yourself, and avoid interest. Because if you pay your credit, the amount that you loaned back in full before the period of 55 days or 90 days, you can avoid interest. So that is why I say credit card is the best tool to use to build a credit score or your credit history. So credit cards are not all that bad. So just maintain it correctly, just be disciplined. It all depends on us as individuals how we use this tool, but credit cards are not bad. Remember, not having credit at all is actually the bad thing. Not having credit history is one thing that is bad, because one day you are going to want to buy a house and you will not be able to because you do not have a credit history. All right, and then the other thing is keep a credit balance. The other worst advice is keep a credit balance on your credit card. I have never heard such misleading things. This one is very misleading. And I say it is misleading because if you are going to keep a credit balance on your credit card, you are then subjected to pay interest on that credit card, on that balance. So if you like me, and you don't want to pay interest, and you know that interest it's an expense that you do not want to end up paying. It is a price that you do not want to end up paying, but you want to use the credit facilities from the bank, then you shouldn't be having a credit balance to begin with. What you do is, as I have mentioned in my video of the ins and outs of a credit card, you need to make sure that your credit balance is always paid back in full. Do not, guys, keep a credit balance on your credit card. Make sure that your credit card doesn't always have a credit balance, so that you can avoid the interest. Because remember, your interest on your credit card is calculated daily, so be careful. And then the other one is go to school. Again, wait before you come for my head, let me explain myself. All right, so I think before you decide that you are going to school, which is tertiary level, of course, because you all need to go to school and get your matric. If you are here and you are a kid, go get your matric. But after that matric, then you need to decide, why am I going to school? Because school or tertiary level education is not always guaranteed. It doesn't always guarantee a successful career. Some people are cut out to be doing something else, to be entrepreneurs, to be in a different field and doing different things. So you are not always cut out to be at school. So you need to discover your why and discover how is you going to school going to benefit your career in the future. There's people that go to school and their career, it's not beneficial to their careers. There's people that have spent hundreds and thousands on tertiary education, and they're sitting at home or they are doing minimum labor, and it's not even because of the unemployment rate. Yes, it does have it does factor into it, but it is because there is some courses that we have done that are useless. So this is what I would do. This is what I would do if I did not need tertiary education, but I needed to develop myself. I would build networks. I will do courses that empower me. Those 2-3 day courses, those short courses that are not even that expensive, where you are not spending a lot of money into it. And if you're going into entrepreneur, equip yourself with that money that you could have used for tertiary education. Especially those people that go and take out loans in order for them to study, and they're doing these courses that are not even going to benefit them in the actual world. Because you need to remember this, guys, that school is going to prepare you for your field. So if you are needing tertiary education, you need school for your field, then ma'am, go for it. Sir, go for it. But if you do not need it and you can develop yourself outside of tertiary, then I would say do that, because this is it's a very, very expensive expense that a lot of people end up not using. There is courses that I could mention that if I was the president or the Department of Education, I would get rid of, because honestly they have deemed themselves to be useless. So be on the lookout on what you are getting your money into, what you are investing your money and your time into, because those money you can make back, but time is one thing that you cannot get a return from it. So make sure that you going to school is not a time waster or a money waster, but it is necessary for you. Ask yourself the why. All right, guys, so thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will definitely see you on the next video, which is tomorrow. Okay, bye.